like the bubbles. Look at those guys, they're beautiful. Hey guys, how's it going? We're in the garage again and been working on the motor, getting things back together, getting stuff cleaned up and put back on. I've got some new tune-up bits coming. The fuel pump cleaned up nicely, oil filler and alternator / generator stand. Yeah, that's a generator stand. I put on the oil cooler, the doghouse oil cooler. And to do this, I actually had to, can you see those? I had to drill out the two mounts for it because this block had not a doghouse oil cooler on it. So I had to drill those out to put the bigger oil cooler nuts through there, or studs through there. And then I had to get a little bit longer stud to go in the block here. Now that seemed to work out okay. Got the tins on here, got everything cleaned up a little bit. Got more tins to do and a little bit more cleaning to do. Come over here, here's what we got. We got our doghouse shroud and fan and all the bits, and then the little cool dump there in the rear tin. And I know they're rusty and crappy. I'm gonna take a wire brush to all this tonight and clean all this up. I also got another intake manifold. And I didn't need that. You know, I thought, all right, I'll get one of these. It's made for a doghouse and stuff. Well, someone put another pipe on the side of this. And not a doghouse. What do I mean this is made for a doghouse? It's made for a dual port, but it's got the heat risers. Well, the heat risers are kind of crap too. So I'm not sure what to do with all that. I've got the other intake that I might just leave on it, put that on it, and just plug up the holes for the heat risers. Where's that tin? Right here. So the heat risers go through right here, and that leaves a hole if you don't have a heat riser there. Beauty of duct tape, I think. We'll see when I get this all together. That'll be nice to tie up against there. I don't want that heat from the exhaust right there coming up into the engine compartment. So, you know, maybe we'll put that guy back on. The other option I had, looking at this, was that maybe I can clean that out and put a new heat riser tube in there. You can buy the heat riser tubes. The other option I have is just screw it and buy a whole new intake manifold. I've actually got the muffler painted over here also, and I pinched off the heat riser. These were all corroded away. They were just gone. One had a big gaping hole in it. One was actually broken off. So I crimped that over and welded it. Did an ugly, nasty weld here also, like the bubbles. Look at those guys. They're beautiful. Welded that shut as well so that I can just put this muffler on and not worry about leaks there. So I may do that as well. But tonight, I'm not going to worry about that too much. I'm going to start sanding down the doghouse shroud and painting some of this stuff up. I've also got, this is for the future, I'm not going to do it today. I've also got the little flappy doodles. Some people say, oh, just take those off, you never need them. I want to kind of drive this into the fall. We have beautiful fall weather here in New Mexico, and we don't start getting snow until late November, early December. And so, you know, if I get the thermostat working, not that one obviously, that's sprung, but get a good thermostat in there and get the flaps working, I can actually have some nice early morning heat if I want to do a drive or something. And I know you can get heat without doing that. You know, this blows enough air across it that you'll get some heat in the car. But it was really designed to preheat the engine and to get you more heat into the car. on those early mornings. And so I think I want to, at least put that up. I've got the bits for it now. I can put it all together, and that might happen. But that's the plan for right now. You don't want to use the heat buddy in the car. That wouldn't be a good plan. So I think I'll set up the tripod and get you guys on a stand, and I will start sanding. Thanks for watching. See you in a little bit. I have these screwdrivers here because I don't have the, that didn't work. I didn't have the little dilly whizzies for my workmate anymore. I should get some of those. See if Harbor Freight has some. This kind of held it in there. It's working. And a lot of getting this smooth is about getting good airflow. I know this doesn't have airflow over it, it does through it. But I just figure the cleaner and smoother all these cooling parts are, the tins and everything else. That's not doing nothing. The better off I'll be. The better chance I'll have of keeping things cool. Yes, I'm using old Stanley screwdrivers as my braces. If you've got a better idea, write to Jeff, care of this channel. It worked before. And it's just writing up on there. So, oh, I have an idea. It will keep it from flying all over the place, at least. Since I can't get down in there yet. Oh, I'll get down in there. Huh? That'll work. Someone's going to comment that I'm going to kill myself, and that could be true. I did see this. While we're doing this, where'd it go? There we go. Can y'all see that? Nope. Where is it? There we go. Right there. I don't think there's a lot of aftermarket of these. I just thought it was cool that there is a VW symbol on this. that looks halfway decent and clean. What I don't know is how to get the blades. I'm just gonna have to live with that, I think. Yeah, you know, 2 hours with sandpaper in here. Maybe a little wire brush just to clean it out. I'll get the cobwebs out of here, but that cleaned up pretty happy. I'm excited about that. I did at least want to get the front of this guy good looking. So that when it goes on the car and you look in the engine compartment, it just doesn't totally look like crap. It's not bad. It's not too rusty. A little sand would take care of that too, but I've got the grinder out and it's awesome to use. Anyway, I'll continue with that and we'll come back to y'all later. Well, one thing I learned was my grinder does not have variable speed, and so it was flinging little wires at me at about 30 million miles per hour, and lost quite a few off the cheap little wire cup I had, but that's okay. It did the job, and if we look here, you'll see. So we got the, I'm gonna call that an impeller, not so much a fan. Got that pretty clean. Don't know if that's important. That little doghouse exhaust and the bits for that. The rear tin still needs a little, there's some gunk down in there, here and there, that I couldn't quite get over there. I'll clean that up, get that ready. The shroud we got pretty nice. Just needs to be wiped down. And then the new mount for the generator. I've kind of got this philosophy on bare metal. You know, some of this went down to bare metal in places, and there's still a little bit of rust on here. I'm going to use rust inhibiting paint and primer. But as far as leaving the old paint on, I figure if it's not going to come off with a wire wheel like I was using, or a wire cup on my grinder like I was using, it's not going to come off. And it's going to stay there, and it's going to protect. And it's been there for 50 some years, so why not? Let's leave it. Inside of this guy, you know, we've got spider sacks and all kinds of other stuff, but it's not too terribly rusty in there. There's a little bit of rust in there. I'm not gonna kill myself to get that out. I might take a wire brush and just kind of knock it loose and throw some paint in there just to kind of protect everything. But it's actually looking pretty good. Main thing is I want it to look good on the engine when we get there. Well, I want it to work too. It's supposed to, it's got a job to do. But I want to look good when we open up the back of the car. Probably the worst piece here is this rear tin. And that's pretty flimsy stuff anyway. I'm gonna go with it. I'm just gonna bend it back and mold it as best I can so it does a good job sealing against the engine and against that transmission seal that's coming in, that end of the engine base seal. But I think it'll be pretty good. I don't have time to paint this up tonight. I don't think I really want to. I'm a little bit tired today. I've got to go on a business trip this next week, and so I won't be around. But I wanted to at least do this, and I think I will throw this up as a video, at least to this stage. I also took the tape off my muffler, so I've got the nice chrome tips there. Yeah, I didn't take them off. I wanted to paint everything. And there's a few drips and whatnot, but it's fine. And like I said, the engine's come together nice. Looks great. I'm really impressed. I don't know if the tape on the oil cooler is factory or not, but it's staying. I got that as clean as good. Everything is just really clean right now. And to me, clean kind of means cool. You know, the engine will run cool, air will flow well, and it will keep everything going the way it's supposed to go. I think it's going to be great. I'm really excited. Everything's starting to come together. These are the last bits on the engine that I need to paint and put together. I'll figure out what to do with that intake manifold. and we'll get going with it. But I appreciate it if you like the video, and share if you can, and please subscribe. I'd love to get more subscribers. I want people to see my journey. I want more comments. I want to know, what the hell am I doing wrong? I should have done this, I should have done that. Why are you doing this, Jeff? Oh dear God, Jeff, please don't do that again. I'll do whatever. I'd love to hear about it and know what you want to say to me. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good night.